Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day today because I'm just excited. Today I want to talk about patience, something that I don't have. I mean, I got patience, but I'm not patient. I'm not a patient person. Like I done probably said it before. I'm gonna say it again. And anyway, when I want something, I want it right then and there. I don't want to have to wait. I want it right then and there, but I had to behave because I had to be patient. I got accepted to Texas, so that's where I'm heading. I look a little rough right now, but that's okay because you got to get cleaned up before I go. But I just want to talk about patience. I've been trying to talk about it, but as I stated in my last video, like I really haven't had the mental capacity to actually get out the words that I want to say. And I'm probably not going to do much talking about patience today, but it is the topic currently because I go next week. And when I go, I want to do, like I said, I want to do a road trip video. But right now, I'm currently sitting on my steps. You can see the trash a little bit. It ain't really trash, but I ain't never really had nothing in my apartment, but it looks a little bit more emptier, and I think it's a little bit more of an echo because it's emptier. Like I took 95% of my dishes out. 95% of the stuff that I plan on getting rid of, I have gotten rid of. I'll say I still got another 5 to 10% to get rid of, but it's just little stuff. Like I gotta wash clothes, I gotta throw away clothes. Well, not necessarily throw away, but I gotta change my whole wardrobe because it's cold in Ohio, but it's blazing in Texas. Okay, they already at 90 degrees. Okay, and I'm just going off of what they say on the internet, checking the temperature and everything. So I'm just excited. Like I'm nervous, I'm scared, but I'm excited. The closer and closer I get, the more anxious I get. Like I was very anxious last week, waiting to get approved, and that's why I sort of kind of said I need to do a patience video because I checked it every day. I have no patience. Like when it comes time to waiting, I don't like to wait. Like I mean, waiting is good because sometimes when you wait, you get good things out of it, and you're supposed to wait. You're supposed to have good patience. You're supposed to have a good tolerance for things that I know me, I don't have. Okay, like I'm impatient and I procrastinate. How does that work? How? Like I wait to the last minute to do stuff, but then I'm very impatient. Like me, I'm the type of person that I know I need to wait for stuff. And so being that I know I need to wait, I wait. And I wait literally till the last minute to get everything done. Like I was sitting here earlier and I was thinking, I said, dang, I'm gonna be the person that got a schedule and only do stuff like I plan stuff out 2 weeks ahead and probably got to do research and won't do the research till the day of. That's me. That's who I am. Like I really am a last minute hustler. Like I get stuff done that needs to be done in the last minute, and a lot of people can't do that. And it's like I beat myself up all the time because I'm very impatient. Like I don't like waiting on stuff. I know how to wait on stuff. I just don't like to. Like when you order stuff online, even with Amazon, ordering stuff online, checking the tracking every day. Oh, it's still being processed. Did it process yet? Did it process yet? That's me. I check stuff every day. Like when I put in my transfer request for Texas, when I first put it in, they took away what I originally applied for. And so by me checking it every day, I guess that's a good thing because if I didn't see it, I would have been upset and I would be crying. Like this video, whenever it came out, like I would have just made it feel like, oh my God, like I didn't get it. And I would be trying to talk myself like, oh, you just gotta wait, okay? You just gotta be patient. But right now, I gotta be patient with leaving. Like, okay, I'm about to take this next step. I'm about to once again travel to somewhere that I don't know. Travel to somewhere where I'm going to be basically by myself. So I'm not necessarily going to say that I'm rushing to get there because I was rushing back in January. Back in matter of fact, it was back in November. Last summer is when the thought of me going to Texas crossed my mind last summer. And I knew that in 2022, I had to get there by the end of the year. Now, I wanted to originally go in January, but I couldn't go because of events that happened in November and December. And I honestly started planning to leave Ohio. I started planning in November, but being the other events happened, my check got garnished. I don't care. Okay, I tell everybody. Every time my check get garnished, I tell everybody, I'm bad with debt. Okay? My check got garnished. And so I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't save the money. The money that I had saved, I had to use on my bills. I couldn't even get my car for Christmas like I wanted to. I guess you could say my car I got as a late birthday present, but my birthday present was supposed to be me moving, but on my birthday, it snowed. I couldn't go home. I did get to take off almost 2 weeks. I did get that for my birthday, but I was stuck in the house. I'm not mad. I'm not upset because like I told myself a couple of days ago, I need to be comfortable with not always running to Virginia every time that something goes on. I like to go to Virginia because I still have friends and family members that I do associate with and that I do love in Virginia, and I don't want to take my presence away from them. Something like in my last video, I spoke about spring cleaning, and I spoke about learning who to let go and who I need to keep around. And last night, it kind of upset me, but it didn't upset me to make me cry because it's like I've been through this. It's just when you don't want to let go, God finds a way to help you let go. And sort of kind of patience comes with that as well, I believe, because it's like you have to be patient with yourself and you have to learn what to let go in order to get what you want. You have to have the patience to observe what's going on around you to notice what you're getting and what you're not getting. A lot of people out here, they question, oh, why do I go through this? Why do I do that? Why this, why that? It's because you're anxious. It's because you're not taking the time to actually pick up on what you need to pick up on. You have it set in your mind that you want to do one specific thing. And when I have my mind set on one specific thing, if it don't get done, nothing else is going to get done. And a lot of people out there, they think like that and they move like that. And it's kind of hard for us to make changes when needed when you have your mind set on one thing. And my mind has been set on moving ever since almost a year ago. Last summer is when I decided I wanted to go to Texas. Why? Because I don't know what happened. It wasn't nothing bad. It wasn't nothing strenuous. It was just I was walking. I left the grocery store. I believe it was Kroger. It was either Kroger or Walmart. I left. And I said, it's time for something to change. I said, y'all want me to move? Where am I going? I pick up on a lot of stuff. And so I picked up on the fact that I needed a change. I needed a move. I needed something. And so I'm a coin collector. I pick up the pennies off the ground that people throw away. And sometimes it's a nickel. Sometimes it's a dime. This time, it actually happened to be a quarter. And on the back of the quarter, it was Texas. I said, you know what? That's where I'm going. But when I moved to Ohio, Texas was the second place that I said I would go if I ever leave Ohio. So when I picked up that quarter, I was like, yeah. When I picked up the quarter, I said, yeah, that's where we're going. And it's been stuck. Ever since I picked up that quarter, I've seen Texas has been everywhere. Like the license plate has been everywhere around me. Texas and Virginia. That's why I said it's time to go. Cause Virginia is heavy out here, and now Texas starting to get heavy out here. So I pick up on my callings. I pick up on my messages. I believe, and I was taught. Excuse me. I believe, and I was taught in different ways that when you see coins on the ground, it's a blessing from God. Now, another variation of that is if it's on heads, it came from God. If it's on tails, it came from the devil. I don't care if it's on heads or tails. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to say thank you, because at the end of the day, it's a blessing. A lot of people don't believe that the devil will bless you, but that's a conversation for another day. Like what a lot of people don't know is a lot of these people out here go to church, a regular church, a Baptist, whatever, Christian, Catholic church, to learn about the devil and not God. But see, that's the conversation that a lot of people ain't ready for. And I don't want to sit here and talk and try to convince everybody like I'm right, but I'm going to talk about it. But anyway, so I believe that those like the coins are blessings or messages from God. And so I took it as, yes, it's time to take that step. Like, I didn't know how long I wanted to be in Ohio. I didn't know how long I was going to last. 2 years, my number 2. If you watch my videos, you know, if you check them out, 2 is my favorite number. 2 is my limit. You only get 2 times to fuck me over. Now, with this person that I just realized last night, I'm not going to say he fucked me over, but it's been more than twice that I done said that I need to leave him alone. And it hurts that I have to leave him alone, but I know if I don't, that's going to be mental stress that I do not need. So I just got to leave that person alone. It was a couple of other people I was going to have to cut off, but I said, nah, I think they redeemed themselves. So we going to be good. And they redeemed themselves in God's eyes, not in mine. Let's be clear. So I'm just anxious. Like, I got a couple more days at work, and every time I get to work, I'm like, I got to do the right thing. I can't fuck up. Like, I got to do the right thing. I have to protect my blessing. Why? Because just because they accepted my request to transfer, it hasn't been fulfilled until I go to that facility and clock in. So even though they accepted my transfer, I still can't get a write-up. I can't fall under 10 hours of UPT, and I can't get fired. Like, that's like the main 3, you know, because if you get a write-up, they don't allow you to transfer. No matter, well, if it's a first written, second written, or third written, like, you can't transfer. A documented, you might can get away with that, because that's not documented coaching. That's not necessarily a write-up. That's just like a warning. So you could probably get away with that. But if I get wrote up, or if I miss what they call rate, or if I like go under the allotted time that they give us to transfer and to do everything, like, I'm not gonna be successful with my transfer. Like, yes, I got it, yes, I accepted it, but it hasn't been fulfilled until I actually get there. So when I get to work, I have to calm myself and say, we gotta go in here. I know you want to leave, but we gotta do what's right. Like, that's how I work on my patience when I get to work, because I'm so anxious to leave this building where there was so much negativity for me that I don't really care about nothing. And when I get to the point I don't care, what is it? The IDGAF? The I don't give a fuck? That meter is like I said, it's blown. It ain't through the roof. It's blown. The IDGAF is blown. Okay? So I have to do different things. Like, I have to do my breathing exercises, and it's to center myself. Like, I have real bad anxiety. Like, everything gives me anxiety. Like, anything, you know. So I just had to calm down. Like I had to tell myself, be patient. You can't always you can't always run. It's gonna be a time where I'm gonna hit the ground running, but it ain't that time now. It's like I'm past the crawling stage. I was crawling when I came to Ohio. I'm not crawling no more. I'm walking, trying to jog. Got a little slow jog going on, but yeah, it's like you just can't rush things. Like when you get your blessing, they come in different ways. You can't you don't always get the full blessing at once. You gotta learn how to accept what is given to you and learn how to wait for the rest to come. Because when you get these blessings, there's other things, like when you get a half a blessing, there's other things that you have to do to get to your full blessing. And that's not to say that half a blessing is less important than that full blessing, because that half blessing could be what's really needed over the full blessing. It could be like, all right, I'm gonna give you a sip to see what you do, and that sip might get you back on your feet versus that full gallon. That 8 ounce might help you out versus that 20 ounce. It's about balance. It's about taking the time to actually be thankful for what you do have and not try to rush what you don't have. It's about waiting. You can sit here and you can get on the plane and show up 5 minutes, 10 minutes early and gotta wait that extra 15 minutes because they want you to show up 5 or 10 minutes early. But you can't wait to do something great with your life. You go to the restaurant, you gotta wait 5-10 minutes to be seated. You can wait because you want to eat, but you can't wait to get that full blessing. Like, I'm not gonna say that's where I'm at because I'm waiting. Like I'm doing what I done got compliments. Like my current manager he has been encouraging Houston ever since I mentioned it. Okay, so I believe he helped speak it into existence. Like I'm not gonna say I'm a big heavy person on manifesting, but I'm starting to understand it, and I'm starting to really, I guess, complete my mission. Like my mission ain't gonna be done until I die. I understand that, but I'm gonna calm down. I'm calm. Like ain't nothing wrong. It's just the anticipation that gets you. It's like you know you gonna finish first. You gonna finish first. You look back, ain't nobody behind you, so you slow down. But instead of slowing down, you need to keep that same speed, because when you think ain't nobody right there, something coming to stop you. So when you slow down and you get arrogant and you get cocky and you think, oh, I got this in the bag, that's when that test coming. That's when my patience get tested all the time. Because it's like, oh, you got it. But how you gonna act till you get it? You got it. This right there, grab it. Grab it on, baby. But how you gonna act until it's in full effect? You gonna fuck up and fuck yourself up? Or you gonna keep on going strong and you gonna wait it out to see how long it's gonna take to get to where you need to be. Yeah. Again, I don't know if this message helped anybody, but I'm here with the words that I get as I get them. Hopefully when I get to Texas, I already know I'm gonna be talking because I ain't got nobody to talk to. I ain't gonna be on Instagram. I ain't gonna be on Snapchat. I want to delete my Facebook, and I think I'm gonna do that by Christmas. So yeah, I'm ready to get to the money and out of everybody else's head. Well, yeah, out of my head, I guess. Out of my head into yours with the good thoughts, and yeah. So till next time.